That's the thing. You have this internal conflict at a subconscious level between who you really, really are and who you are, I guess, trying to be. And when those things are not the same thing, I think we talked about this last time, then there's a big conflict, an internal conflict that takes place. And that takes a lot of energy, both real calorie energy. It takes a lot of, psychic, emotional energy. It drains the life out of you to be somebody who you are not.
Yeah.
It is not a sustainable thing to do.
Yeah, no, it used to be to where the progression was you get indoctrinated, you lose the sense of internal intuition, like internal knowing that actually guides you, right, into your personal expression. You shut that off because that is not conducive to me being loved and cared for. And so then you just basically start kind of becoming this lost child, just walking around trying to make things work, trying to do just the right thing, or trying not to seem too crazy, or trying not to, like stand out in a weird way. And you're just kind of walking this line. There's this tight rope that you think you need to walk on in order to be accepted. That's all it is. And so the old ways of being is you would walk this tight rope for, all the decades, until sooner or later, no actualization comes. But then that denial of self, right? The more time you spend denying self over decades and decades and decades, the force that is your life force, the prana, just gets drained out, and then you're sick. You become sick, and then guess what? Now you're dying because the you is not allowed to be you. Therefore, the prana's basically withering out. And then you die basically on your deathbed with the systematic review of going, oh, hey, I spent my lifetime not allowing myself to be me. Oh, next time, maybe I'll work on like furthering that expression. And that's it. Yeah. There's a life form there. Now, the new paradigm that we're facing here is you start the same way, you get lost. And then at some point, those who are meant to be on this journey, I'm assuming if anyone's listening, then they're on this journey, is at some point you recognize that you're lost, right? You recognize like, oh crap, I'm lost. Maybe you reach that point of recognition through hitting the rock bottom, or maybe you reach that point of recognition through a light slap in the face by the world to be, right? And so then through that process, you go, okay, well, oh wait, I'm not myself, but what am I, right? And then you go on that search for your own being. I mean, that's what, spiritual journey is. You're just trying to find yourself. Like, heck, I'm lost, but I don't even know who I am. And that could be as radical as it can be. Like in this lady's case, she quit her job, divorced her husband, took her 2 dogs and a cat, and moved out to the cabin in the woods.